All right, Geoff Tackney here, and this is a little about my favorite subject, me. So, backstory, yeah, or I guess my story, the whole story. This is the story. Born and raised in Long Beach, California. So have one younger brother who's a great guy, still lives, actually my brother lives in our childhood home. So after my parents passed away a couple years ago, he purchased the home that we grew up in. So over there in East Long Beach. And yeah, it was awesome. I had a great childhood growing up in the late 80s, early 90s. It was fantastic. So fast forward a little bit, went to Cal State Long Beach and got a degree in finance. Shortly after graduating, went into selling life insurance products. And in 2000, when the market tanked after the dot-com boom, selling life insurance and investment products, didn't make a whole lot of money. So went to work for a food broker. Glorious job of being an analyst for a vice president of brand marketing, and was doing that when a friend, we were talking, and he was working with an investor flipping properties and had 13 different agents to talk to every day to see where their properties were, what part of the process of escrow they were in and how it was going. So off the cuff, I told him, hey, I should get my license and you make one call, me. And so he said, hey, go get your license, and I did. So that was in 2003. And I walked into Main Street Realtors in Long Beach, California, not knowing a thing. And I had 8 listings. And so the broker said, sure, come on board. I was his first, and I'm pretty sure his last new agent, because after I left there, he, yeah, I think he was done with new agents. One of my famous stories is I sold the same house to 2 different people. Yeah, thought I canceled an escrow and didn't, and never heard back from the agent until 30 days later, when I heard from another agent. Both agents called me within 10 minutes saying, hey, we got recording, confirmation recording, and yeah, 2 different people owned the house for a little bit. So made a lot of mistakes, but ended up flipping homes with that investor. I was actually listing them at the time, and then started going out and finding them for them, and then helping on the rehab. Ended up leaving there, getting my general contractor's license and getting completely out of real estate for a couple years, and just doing construction, running construction jobs as a GC, general contractor. Everything from, we built out like a yogurt shop, a Pinkberry, from the ground up, built couple houses from the ground up, hundreds of remodels as far as bathrooms and kitchens, tile work, ran tile crews for some of the big builders, Lennar and Pulte. Did a whole bunch of stuff in a couple of years as far as around construction, because I always wanted to know the construction aspect of real estate. So fast forward, did that for a few years, and then in 2008, that investor called me back and asked me to help him out, and he was sitting on a bunch of properties, and the market was crashing, so helped him get rid of those properties, listed them for him, and helped him on the construction side, getting them ready for market. Did that from 2008 to 2014. So was involved in a couple hundred flips, both finding them, fixing them, and selling them, and invaluable experience. And then in 2014, started with, it was my wife's idea to start farming, what we call farming, marketing, and working in the area that we lived. And so that started in 2014 and continues to this day as one of the main kind of hubs of our business. Now we sell all over Southern California, and we help people buy all over Southern California. In fact, we help people buy all over the country, because we have relationships that we've built over the last few years with brokers and agents all over the country. So it's great because we get to help people here and elsewhere, obtain that dream of home ownership. So yeah, and now my wife and I run a small team small but powerful. You know, along the years, we've had the privilege of, you know, well, she had the children. She birthed the children. I was there coaching all the way. We have three amazing children. You know, a couple of them are teenagers. Youngest is 10, so we have 16, a 13, and a 10-year-old as of right now. And you know, along the way, I've been able to coach softball, coach soccer, you know, help out with baseball. I was a den leader, a den dad for, you know, a few years with Cub Scouts. Just been able to be active in their lives growing up, which is amazing. And still to this day, I'm an active spectator at all their sports, cheerleading and soccer and football and whatnot. So, you know, they are the center of our universe, and, you know, privileged to be able to be co-parents. Like, I'm a co-parent to some amazing people. So, yeah, and that's about, you know, and a couple years back, sold a home, our first home, bought a property, did an extensive rehab, and, you know, now living in our dream home, and raising our kids in you know, our dream home with a pool and a yard for them to play in and whatnot. So I think that's, you know, a little bit about me. You have any other questions, or you want any more information about me, give me a call, hit me up on Instagram or Facebook or any of those social platforms, shoot me an email. You know, love to discuss me, but more importantly, love to find out about you. So have a blessed day. Bye for now.